All right, rise and shine, sunrisers. It's 6 o'clock here on this Tuesday. Jason and Alicia here with you on what is going to be kind of a warm day. No?
Yeah, things are heating up.
A little bit.
Let's get to Mace with more on what we can expect in the next couple of days.
Noticeably warmer from yesterday and also from Sunday. Temperatures a good 15 degrees warmer than Sunday, around 5 to 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. This morning, though, is rather refreshing. Starting off in the 60s, the wind isn't too strong and the humidity is rather low. There are some cooler 40s this morning in northern Minnesota. It won't stay cool long, but it is in the upper 40s to around 50 from Brainerd, Bemidji, even St. Cloud in the low 50s on up through Grand Rapids. 60s and upper 50s found everywhere else. A little more cloud cover in eastern areas off through western Wisconsin and here along the Mississippi River. Some of that cloud cover from a low to our east will spill back throughout the day, but we won't see any showers. They'll stay well to our east of Eau Claire and La Crosse. High temps today into the mid 80s here for the metro. Looks like a warm afternoon.
And across the metro, traffic moving along very nicely. We're seeing lots of green across the big map if you want to take a look at your route into work today. Now, I am still keeping tabs on a vehicle that is on the shoulder. This is in the westbound lanes of 94 in Rogers near County Road 81. Just something to be aware of this morning. Move over, of course, if possible. Send it back to you guys.
Megan, thank you. Well, all eyes are on Miami this morning as we watch history in the making. In a matter of hours, former President Donald Trump is expected to surrender to federal agents. And this is the first time in U.S. history a former president will head to federal court to face criminal charges.
The Department of Justice says the former president took classified government documents at the end of his presidency and then hid them at his Mar-a-Lago estate. So Cece is here with a breakdown of what will happen at the federal courthouse in just a matter of hours, Cece.
Yeah, a matter of hours. We're told that security is really going to intensify outside of the courthouse over this next several hours. And that's when former President Donald Trump is expected to voluntarily surrender to prosecutors. Now, he'll most likely enter the courthouse through an underground tunnel where he'll be processed by both federal marshals and the FBI. Once he's inside the courtroom, the former president will enter a plea on 37 counts from 7 separate charges, including obstruction of justice, destruction or falsification of records, conspiracy, and false statements. Take a look at these new images released by the Department of Justice showing boxes of classified documents scattered throughout Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. The former president says he's done nothing wrong, calling the indictment the box's hoax.
The ridiculous and baseless indictment of me by the Biden administration's weaponized Department of Injustice will go down as among the most horrific abuses of power in the history of our country.
Now, this morning, streets around the courthouse are locked down, and Miami police are on high alert, saying they're prepared for a crowd of 5,000 to 50,000 on both sides. Coming up in 30 minutes, we're going to do a deep dive into the charges Trump is facing right now.
All right, Cece, thank you very much. Should be quite the scene down there in Miami. And this afternoon, NBC News will have a special report of the arraignment. Lester Holt will be in Miami today with all the latest, so make sure you stay tuned for that special coverage right here on KARE 11. Well, back here at home, in just the last few hours, firefighters finished putting out a house fire in Eden Prairie. Now, take a look at this. It happened on Broadmoor Drive. You can see in this video extensive damage to the house. Right now, we're waiting for more information on this fire and exactly what caused it. We're going to keep you updated as soon as we learn more. Highway 169 near Osseo is back open this morning after a massive crash and car fire. Take a look at this. This happened around 9 last night, immediately snarling traffic in that area. You can see the thick smoke climbing into the sky there and the flames as well. State Patrol says no one was hurt and troopers are investigating what happened.
Well, breaking in just the last hour, Brooklyn Park Police are investigating an overnight shooting. It happened at around 2:30 this morning. Officers say the victim was stopped at a red light at County Road 81 and 85th Avenue North when someone in another car pulled up next to them and started shooting. The victim was injured and sent to the hospital. The suspect then drove off. No word yet if they've been caught. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Park is experiencing a wave of violence, according to neighbors. Right now, police are investigating several shootings that happened over the weekend. One of them was deadly. Just about a week ago, a teenager was shot and killed there, too. Reese Crenshaw just graduated June 1st, and later that night, he went to a birthday party at a house right here. Police say Daniel Walker shot Crenshaw without provocation. He's facing second-degree murder charges and has a criminal history dating back 15 years including multiple felony convictions.
He should have never had the opportunity to kill anybody or to have a gun or to even be, out on the streets. I didn't think. I just started screaming. It's just senseless. It makes no sense at all.
There is a fundraiser for Crenshaw that his family says will help go to his mother and his 4-year-old daughter.
In the last 16 hours, the parents of Maddie Kingsbury filed a motion to stop all contact between Adam Fravel and his kids. Fravel is charged with murdering Kingsbury and hiding her body in rural Minnesota near the Iowa border. As things stand right now, Fravel would have visitation rights if he bails out of jail. The Kingsburys also indicate in the motion they plan to file a new petition to end Fravel's parental rights permanently.
A controversial plan to tap into a city's water supply for bottled water is getting the green light. The Elko New Market City Council approved the idea to build a Niagara bottled water plant just off of I-35. The plant would use up to 310 million gallons of the city's water every year. The city still needs a water appropriation permit from the DNR before the California-based company can begin construction.
I want a good project that's going to have a minimal impact to the environment. The DNR will do their due diligence. They'll analyze the aquifer tests and they'll come to a decision whether we have enough water to support this plant or not.
These natural resources belong to every person in this state. And I don't think that a for-profit company should be able to tap our aquifers and sell it for profit.
The City Council favors the Niagara plant because it will broaden the local property tax base and help pay off the debt on the city's water treatment plant. The DNR will weigh the impact on the underground aquifer, which is the source of the city's water.